How's it going, YouTube? My name is Eric. Thank you so much for tuning in to Eric's Hacks of Life. Now, for my channel here, I'm just going to give you kind of a quick rundown. I'm going to give you guys hacks and tips and tricks to be successful in different aspects of life. Now, my very first episode that I'll be doing is giving you my top 5 hacks to make you more successful or even move on to the next step in your career as a call center agent. And with that being said, let's jump right into this. Hack number 5, inviting tone. Now, having a tone, there's a couple ways of doing this. You have to have a happy, bright, inviting tone at the beginning of your introduction. Literally right when you answer the call or you connect with a caller if it's outbound call center work. There's other tones that I'll talk to you about at the end of this hack here as to matching the customer's tone. But the tone, it does not matter if it's collections, sales, troubleshooting, just customer support in general. In most situations, your company has some sort of script for you to go off of. Now, like you, I too hated this, but you suck it up like it's your first meal cooked on your first date with your now spouse. You just suck it up, eat it, act like you're happy. Now, to make it an easier pill to swallow, your employer will say, "Hey, good news, Eric. You can make it your own." What? How the hell do I do that? When you've already typed it up for me and told me I have to read this, I have to say this. Now, it took me a while, but it's simple making it your own. All it is your tone. To make a script in a call center life your own is your tone, your approach. Here's a couple of examples for you. Here's kind of a happy one, basic. "Hey, thank you so much for calling Eric's Hacks of Life. My name's Eric." Basic, kind of bubbly, there's life to it. Now, here's a different side of it. This is that angry worker who is just upset. Someone kicked their dog, right? "Thanks for calling. My name's Eric. I don't know about you, but I would like some life on the phone when I call." So the first example is what I would want to go with. So that happy tone. Now, another way you could make it your own, real simple. Say, "Hey, thank you for calling. My name is Eric with Eric's Hacks of Life. To whom do I have the privilege of speaking with?" Now, after they tell you who it is, address them by their name and switch the topic. Kind of like this. "Hey, Jim, besides calling in to get some trouble support and to get your internet up and running like a track meet, tell me, what is the weather there like in Oregon? I've always wanted to go, but everyone tells me it rains all the time." Now, in that situation or in that approach, it lets the caller know that you heard them with their issue or the reason for their call. In this situation, their internet. And then they'll talk about the Oregon weather, things of that nature. And then you could switch it back with, "Oh, okay, cool. Sounds wonderful there. Now, I've got all of your information up. Paint me a picture. What exactly is going on with the internet?" There's no awkwardness to it. It's not uncomfortable. It's quite fluid if you practice it, if you just do it. It's very fluid. Match their tone, use your tone. Now, I told you I was going to tell you about matching their tone. If you get a caller who is very business, very professional, match their tone. Address them as sir, ma'am, miss, mister. It'll go a long way. Match their tone. Hack number 4, 80-20. 80-20. Now, you will hear this an awful lot throughout your call center life. It would drive me absolutely bonkers when a leader would tell me, "Hey, keep it 80-20. Now, in my early days when I first started out in the call center, I had no clue what that meant. So I was like, "Nah, dog, I'm going to keep it 100, son." Now, that's not what it means at all. Pump the brakes. What it actually means is you do 80% of the talking while the caller only does 20% of the talking. In the words of my friend World According to Briggs, stop typing now. I know there are one-offs. You're going to have that caller that makes you question your career path or even your existence of life. They will do majority of the talking, or in some cases demanding, even putting you down, name calling, etc. I actually did really well with these calls. I just envisioned my ex all over again. Now, on that note, with my ex, treat that caller like your ex. No, don't call them names. Don't fall subject to it, but treat them as your ex, as in the sense they're your ex caller. They're in the past. Move on. They're the one off. Okay, sweep them under the rug. They're your ex caller. Can't stress that enough. They're nothing to you. On to the next call. If you find yourself losing the 80%, 20% rule, take a second, literally echo back what the caller had said and ask them a relevant question pertaining to what they said. Keep it on track. And what helped me, I would literally make a list of things that would make me lose the 80-20 rule. I literally had a tab of paper, wrote down what got me off topic, what made me kind of ramble on and raise my AHT. For those of you who are new to the call center life, AHT, it's simple. It's average handle time per call. For example, old people. Oh man, they were my Achilles heel. They pull on my heartstring. Old people, World War II era, Korean War era. Old people are living history, and they would just, I'm doing it right now. They would just suck me into their world. And I loved it. I absolutely loved it. But keep a list. Listen to your calls objectively. Act as if you were the supervisor listening to a different agent's call, and identify where you lose your 80-20. Identify where you lose control of the call and self-reflect. Doing that, being able to identify the 80-20 while you're listening to yourself, huge. You will go somewhere if you're able to listen to yourself objectively and be willing to identify the 80-20. Practice that. It's great. It's simple. Now, on to the next hack that's going to help you. Hack number 3. Every customer is a brand new customer. With this one here, keep tips 5, 4 in hand, because you may want to take your frustrations out from little old Betty, but keep your tone happy, keep it inviting, and it is brand new for the caller. Remember, keep that in your mind. This caller that you're speaking to, yes, you may have talked to 150 of these other callers with the same situation, wanting the same thing to be done. You already know the outcome of the call. Ignore that. Treat them like a brand new caller. Practice your process. Really keep in mind that they are brand new. They're a brand new caller. They're a baby. They don't know how to crawl yet. You're going to help them crawl, walk, and then run and send them on their own. Every call, brand new caller. I'm huge with that one because you will fall into, well, I already talked to this caller. He called yesterday. Or I spoke to this type of caller 3 weeks ago. I know they just want X, Y, and Z. Don't do that, because your tone switches, everything switches in your process, which will get you kind of stagnant. You don't want that. So keep every call that comes in as a brand new situation, because in essence, it is brand new to them. Does that make sense? I'm kind of rambling on with that one. Please leave a comment if you have any questions about every customer being brand new. Send me an email, etc. But every caller is a brand new caller. Hack number 2, honesty. This is huge. Oh my gosh, if you knew me, don't lie to me. Don't lie to me. Same thing in the call center life. Honesty. Do not lie. Wait, what? Don't lie? That's a no-brainer. Don't lie. So many companies will feed you, hey, fake it till you make it. No, this one actually gets under my skin. Don't fake it till you make it. That, in my opinion, is lying. And when I first started out in the call center life, I used to fake it till I made it. In the end, I didn't make it very far, to be honest with you. And then I switched it up. I kind of took my morals of my upbringing, and I never faked it. Once I identified faking it till you make it is lying, I switched it up. I identified I'm sorry, you guys, but you don't have to fake it till you make it. It's simple, and you will actually get more respect from the customer if you don't fake it. If they ask you something and you don't know, you can simply say, hey, you know what, caller? That's actually a wonderful question. I have not had that question. I think I know the answer. I'm about 98% sure, but it wouldn't serve you justice if I gave you 98% rather than 100% correct. Now, if you don't mind, could I place you on a brief hold? With you asking them if you could place them on a brief hold, you know what that does right there? That kind of puts the ball in the customer's hand. They feel like they have control, and let's say they're on hold for longer than 30 seconds. 45 seconds, 1 minute. Their head, they may start to get frustrated, like, oh, what is this guy doing? What is this girl doing? They're not helping me. Then the other voice will say, wait a second, you told them, yeah, it's okay to place you on hold. So it kind of alleviates the anxiety and the stress that individuals may get being placed on hold. I know me personally, whenever I call places, be honest with me. If I ask you a question and it's an answer I don't want to hear, please don't candy code it. Be human, address it directly. Give me the answer that it is. I will respect you more, and we will move on and be more successful together. Customer, agent. So honesty. Heck, number 1, be genuine. This right here really parallels the honesty hack. Be genuine. If you are genuine in your process, in your work, in your craft, you will be successful. Be genuine, have a human connection, have empathy, especially if you are doing collections, inbound sales, and customer support like troubleshooting, etc. Empathy is huge. Pretend you are talking to someone that you have known forever. This will take you a long way with the interaction. Being genuine on a call will have the caller trust you and open up more. And you will be able to ask questions that are absolutely uncomfortable for you to ask, and you'll be able to request more and provide more to the customer's needs. Now, just an extra tidbit for you guys, have fun with each interaction. Make it a game. Now, I love rap music. I love battling. I love watching all that. I love wittiness. I love watching debates. So me personally, I would literally clear my mind and act like I'm having a debate, not a debate, but a battle, a rap battle with my callers. Clearly, I wouldn't rap or sing because I'm garbage. You don't want to hear that. But have fun. If you guys have questions, comments, if I wasn't clear with something, please let me know down in the comment section. Again, this is my very first episode. I want to thank you from my heart for tuning in to Eric's Hacks of Lives. Now, I hope you guys tune in more. I'm sure you will. I hope you will. If you have suggestions, leave them. Hit me up on the email. Subscribe. Put on the notification bell right there. Let's hack away at this life together. If I'm successful, I want to make everyone else successful, and vice versa. So thank you for tuning in to Eric's Hacks of Life. Have a wonderful day, evening, night, and morning.